Y'all remember our girl here, Miss Alissa Heinerscheid. I don't know if she's married. Frankly, I don't care. All I know is that she paid somebody else to deliver her kid for her, and she's had a lot of time to spend with said offspring because, well, as you guys remember, and her ill-fated podcast appearance right before everything kicked off on the marketing campaign that she greenlit involving Dylan Mulvaney really kicked all this stuff off. She laid all the groundwork. She is the trigger man behind this. Oh, pardon the misgendering, of course. And outside of a couple of on the street interactions, she's been awfully quiet. Hasn't really had to answer for her calls that Bud Light is. It's a brand that's in decline, okay? We need to move away from all the frattiness. I need to properly get in character on this one. So, all the frattiness that surrounds the culture of the brand. We need to get a younger, more female audience. So, yeah, it kind of sounds like a self-fulfilling prophecy that you had there. New audience, nobody. So, yes, she ended up taking a leave of absence in the middle of April. And then she was followed very quickly by this Daniel Blake, her boss. Well, he's the head of marketing for all of Anheuser Busch's mainstream brands. So that would have been, okay, so Bud Light, Budweiser, Michelob Ultra, maybe Rolling Rock if we're feeling a little bit saucy, or Stella Artois, just, a little homage to your European roots. But this dude, in contrast, nobody's seen hiding her hair of him. He'd apparently been on the same leave of absence plan since at least the 24th of April. Who the hell knows how long that was supposed to last? Maybe they were just hoping that all of this stuff would just kind of dissipate and go away. Well, good news for them. If they were just hoping that they could weather the storm, well, guess what? Now they can just go weather the storm somewhere else because top Anheuser Busch marketing executives, both of them, behind the boycott, are no longer employed. No, they're on leaves of absence because we got a little bit of an update at the end of this, and it's just, the company line because they haven't made anything official yet. This has all been leaked behind the scenes stuff. Two top Anheuser-Busch marketing executives who were placed on leave of absence amid the controversy no longer work for the brand. A source inside Anheuser-Busch confirmed in text obtained by the Daily Caller on Tuesday. Group Vice President for Marketing Daniel Blake. Yes, the little twiggy-looking, Ethan Klein with a better eating habit. And Bud Light Marketing Vice President, the very first female marketing vice president for Bud Light, and coincidentally, the first fired marketing vice president for Bud Light. You'll love to see it. Are gone. Not just regular gone, okay? Not just gone in the mutual sense. They gone AF. According to obtained text messages with the current regional head of marketing. Oh, so the new guy that was the guy who actually had a resume of working at a bunch of different beer brands and has a track record of success instead of the one that has the preferential parts that check the right boxes. You'll love to see it. The caller is granting anonymity to the source to discuss legally fraught internal company policy. Yeah, of course, because there's probably a golden parachute attached to all of this stuff, because in the case of Alissa Heinerscheid, it's like she comes from that group. Which group were we talking about? No bells or anything needed, okay? She's well entrenched. She went to the circles. Heinerscheid previously worked at Johnson & Johnson. Come on now. As a brand manager for Listerine mouthwash. Prior to that, she was on the marketing team for Cheerios. So she went with being a part of a panel of people. She's kind of like, this might seem like a little bit of a stretch when it comes to her metaphor, but I think it's kind of fine. Maybe she was on the brain trust for Cheerios, because obviously she is definitely more of a pack animal when you let her out to stray and you let her lead her own group. Well, we've seen the catastrophic results of that. She's kind of like the Vince Russo of marketing here. Maybe she had some good ideas for Cheerios. Chances are, probably not. And some party libations if you're in a pinch with Listerine. She was a brand manager over there and didn't know of any marketing campaigns that they did. But finally, when she decided to get the big seat out there, what did she do? She killed the company in under a year. It's actually a fairly good analogy. To my understanding, going back to the whistleblower in this case, Got a lot of whistleblowers over the past couple of weeks. If we publicly announce the word fire, it opens up the potential for them to sue us. Okay, so that's why we said a leave of absence. Oh, see, yeah, that totally makes sense because, yeah, all these people, they're well entrenched. But if you're on an indeterminate amount of time on a leave of absence and we help you usher into a different position at a different company, then you can announce that we've had a mutual understanding where we both wish each other the best in future endeavors, and we're just gonna part ways here and all that other flowery corporate stupid talk. To my wholesalers, would have had an absolute heyday with leadership if they didn't remove her. Yeah, of course, because those distributors, those wholesalers that are out there, they're having to be subsidized by Anheuser Busch because of their decisions. Alissa, for bringing this stupid plan to Daniel Blake and him going, whatever you want, sister. To be fair, Daniel Blake was actually awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, come on, that guy looks like he knows how to party. Anyways, I just think he was caught in the crossfire. Of course, you hired a feminist. She acted the way that she was intended to be hired under. And hey, man, play around. What's that famous saying? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. There you go. You want a pink slip. But he also did hire her, so that's a fault. Oh, that's a big fault. Hey, man, just try to slip that in at the end. You know exactly what you did. Come on now. Wholesalers were told they are both gone for good by leadership during a personal conversations, which we also know that they've been holding emergency meetings with different wholesalers, distributors, and the like, saying that, don't worry, this will all be fine. We'll take care of some of your expenses. Just please continue to deliver all of the free beer that's going to be out there for every holiday in the conceivable future. They already shifted all their direct reports to new people and the head of marketing. Yes, the source added another text message obtained by the caller. Earlier in June, Bud Light parent company Anheuser Busch opened an email the caller sent asking for specifics about Blake and Heinerscheid, but did not reply. The caller specifically asked, that's the outlet, the Daily Caller, by the way, not just, somebody just making cold calls. Specifically asked whether the two were still on leave, whether they were on paid leave or unpaid leave, and whether they would be returning to work if they hadn't yet. The company was given multiple days to respond to the deadline. Bud Light had faced heavy criticism and lost its spot as America's top-selling beer in early June due to a boycott that began after transgender influencer Dylan Mulvaney, who is out there living his, her, they, them's best life right now, killing off as many brands as they, them, he, her, she, as, zer, can get their talons on. Showed off a personalized beer can featuring the influencer's face. Yeah, man, that's definitely the face that killed 1,000 careers. But all these people, man, it's such an incestuous business, they ain't going anywhere anytime soon. Bud Light also released a can featuring a rainbow design with the words "Celebrate Everyone's Identity" with different pronouns printed on the bottle. Is that a new one that I haven't seen? Anyways, Heinerscheid, 39. Yo, she's only 39? Yo, that's a tough existence. Woke does ruin everything. Who allegedly lives in an $8 million apartment close to Central Park. Of course she does, man. Appeared on a podcast in late March to promote Bud Light's new marketing. She said the company needed to update its fratty image and change its out-of-touch humor. Well, to be fair, okay, for as much shit as she's caught, justifiably so, for trying to change the perception that Bud Light is a fratty brand. Oh no, she definitely shifted the perception when it comes to its out-of-touch sense of humor, and oh my god, we've had some belly laughs over these just about 3 months. The caller obtained leaked images in April that showed Heinerscheid partaking in same behaviors she was criticized during the Harvard Social Club event. Yes, drinking shots out of condoms, getting frisky with somebody who looks like he just recently came over on a migrant ship, and doing whatever she does down there at those sorority chug parties. Photos were obtained from a source who had screenshots of an album on Alissa Gordon Heinerscheid's Facebook page. The album was named ISIS. Yeah, oh right, she was a part of the ISIS club. Whew! A senior reserve initiation scavenger hunt, which included photos of Heinerscheid and others drinking and holding condoms up to their mouth. Well, at least they were using protection when they were drinking all of those haram liquids. The 2005 article in the Harvard Crimson describes the university's ISIS club as a haven of inebriated ditzes. So I don't know, man. She had all that history around liquor, and she couldn't successfully fulfill her job working at one of the most famous breweries. It's weird. Reports circulated shortly thereafter that Heinerscheid had taken a leave of absence from the company. Yeah, I just want to, hang out with my kid a little bit more. And Blake took a leave of absence not long after. Given the circumstances, Alissa has decided to take a leave of absence, which we support, said Anheuser Busch spokeswoman. Oh, of course, yeah, we definitely support it because we can't say that we can this bitch. Daniel has also decided to take a leave of absence. Yes, they've all just magically, at the exact same time, decided to get an early jump on their summer vacations. The caller reached out to Anheuser Busch, and they received this after the given deadline. Reached out with the following statement and did not address any of the questions asked by the caller. Of course, given the circumstances, Alissa decided to take a leave of absence, so they're just repeating the same old tired trite, which we already know at this time. It's like, okay, either you would have moved on from this because we see, and we know that you guys are trying a brand new strategy, right? You're trying to appeal to the same people that you pissed off in the beginning, but this also seems a little prescient, given the fact that this came out a little bit earlier today. This news here of you shit canning everybody that's up there in the C-suite offices. Me, the one task I needed to complete today, it's just another gif from that terrible, atrocious, man-hating ad campaign. So you'd almost think that maybe she was the one who was behind these, but at the same time, you pick this gif to release today of all days, it's going great. Yeah, we know. Tell them by that ratio, we know exactly what time it is. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.